Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We're excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball. Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity.
Quiet, we're on the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country. Okay, we have a couple of interviews for you. One from Walt Weiss and Grant Holmes. Remember, Grant Holmes struggled in that first inning and also gave up the home run in the second inning, but that first inning was really rough. They asked him about how he was able to bounce back, and then the team kept fighting back for him, and what's it like being on such a great team that continues to fight. Prior to that, you're going to hear from Walt Weiss and his thoughts. Pretty lengthy interviews, but we wanted to go ahead and play them for you because I know a lot of y'all do not get a chance to hear them. So here we go. Walt Weiss first, and then Grant Holmes. And after that, pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. We'll try to win another series right after this.
So I'm assuming that ninth inning is one of the reasons you don't want to IL Michael?
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. I mean, he's a silver bullet over there. And, you know, hopefully there's a spot in the game where he can impact the game, and that showed up tonight. And yeah, that's unbelievable. Mikey stepping up there and hitting the homer. Dubon had the big hit of the night to get us close. But I'll tell you what, Grant Holmes had the rough first inning, and he stayed in the fight, man, and ends up going 5 and keeping that game within reach. So that's a great job by Grant after a really tough first. And then Molina comes in, gives us 2 scoreless. Didi, you know, in that new role we've been using him in, comes in and gives us a scoreless inning. And then, of course, Suarez shuts it down. But, yeah, you got to keep playing here, man. I've seen that movie many times in this place, you know, 15 years in this place. I've been watching, you know, I spent watching games. So I know how quickly he can turn. and that's why you stay in it, and you hope you get a chance late like tonight.
We keep talking about this narrative of stealing victories.
Yeah.
Can we do that anymore? I mean, maybe you're just winning games, right?
Yeah, I mean that's one. Literally for half the game, I'm just thinking how to get through the game. With the pitching and how that's gonna work. Then all of a sudden we got a chance to win the game. But things turn quickly here. Like I said, I've seen it a lot. But yeah, hats off to Grant for staying in it, and then the bullpen for doing what they did. Yeah.
What were you talking about with Grant? What was he talking about with Hef in the dugout maybe to get right? It seemed like after he gave up the home run, he settled down. He was fine.
Yeah. Look, there is an adjustment to be made here. A lot of times pitchers have to change their sights, especially with their breaking stuff. And Grant's a guy that throws a lot of breaking balls. He spins the ball really well. But it just reacts differently here. So sometimes you have to reset your sights. Like I said, I've played here a long time and coached and managed, and I've heard pitchers talk about that, how they got to change their sights when they're here. And so maybe that was part of it in the first inning for Grant, but he made a nice adjustment.
Do you adjust your patience here? I mean, would you be more tempted to make a change if that's happening somewhere else?
For sure. Yeah, I think you got to be careful here with the quick hook, because especially first game of a series, because you can blow up your whole bullpen with 2 games left here. So yes, you definitely have to approach it differently. And I think I had Stratton up 3 times in the first 5 innings. It was that close to Grant coming out, but he kept putting he'd get guys on, then he'd put the inning down, and we'd run him back out, with a short leash. But he ends up going 5. But yes, to answer your question, you react a little bit differently here for sure, especially first game of a series.
How about Molina's first appearance?
Yeah. That's great. He's got good stuff, man. I've seen him before. Saw him in the spring. He was here, and with the Rockies. But it's a good arm, and he's young. I couldn't believe how young he. I thought he'd been around a little bit longer, but he's a young kid, man, with a really good arm. So that was a great job by him.
Obviously, winning is always going to help camaraderie, but just those last couple of wins and how dramatic they've been. Yeah. Do you sense this group becoming closer, maybe earlier in the season than some other groups?
Yeah, and that helps, right? When you're playing well, you're winning games like that. And like you said, we've had almost a handful of those already this year, where we've come from behind and snatched it. But yeah, absolutely. And this is a good group. I've said that all along. It's a really good group. They take care of their business. They show up the right way every day, and they enjoy coming to the park and enjoy being around each other. It's good times right now. Yeah.
Has Mauricio Dubon exceeded your expectations offensively?
Probably. Yeah, he's always been a winning player. Obviously a very versatile player, but he's gotten some really big hits for us. And yeah, I mean, I was hitting him 5th tonight. Right behind Olsen. So, it shows how much confidence I have in him, and he ended up getting a big hit in that spot.
You alluded to Didi earlier. How shaking off the hit batter to kind of lock in their first next 2. How have you seen him grow mentally just since those appearances?
Yeah, he's come a long ways in since last year. I mean, look, he got called up last year. He wasn't ready for this fight yet, but. He was talented, and there was a need. We were running out of pitchers, so he was the next man up, and he came up here and took his lumps. But he got the opportunity because he's so talented, and he learned a lot from that, and he made some adjustments with his secondary stuff. He changed the changeup grip. He changed up the breaking ball, and even he said if he didn't get beat up here last year, he probably wouldn't have done that. So credit to him for a lesson learned, and like I said, our bullpen been in flux here the last week, 10 days, and so we put him down there, and he's done a nice job for us already. Earlier in the year he came in the middle of a game and put down 4 innings, 4 scoreless, and he's come a long way in a short time. I think he's 20 years old. I mean, so. Yeah, sky's the limit.
Okay, Grant Holmes, and then we're ready to rock and roll in Colorado.
You know, you have a special group of guys when they come back like that from, you know, that first inning. You know, he was right. You know, it's such a special group of guys, and you know, I'm just excited to be a part of this team.
Were there any specific adjustments you made after that first inning, or even after that home run in the second?
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
You know, we still attacked them pretty much the same way. I just felt like, you know, in that first inning, you know, they say hitting's contagious, and you know, I guess it just I got the cold pretty quick. I couldn't get rid of it after that first inning, and you know, they gave up the homer. I was like, you know, I'm in Colorado. It's going to happen. You know, I just got to continue to each pitch. You know, just try to get quick outs, get my pitch count, you know, back in a normal range, and I thought I did a pretty good job at that. You know, towards the third and fourth inning.
If you look at the four-seam fastball and some of the metrics on it, it seems like the induced vertical break wasn't what you're accustomed to. What can you do to combat that? Is there anything?
Command. Just putting it where you want it. You know, the first inning I felt like, you know, the command wasn't all there, but I was hitting some spots, and they were just putting good swings on it. And you know, I felt like the slider was pretty good. You know, might have had, you know, just a little drop, but you know, for overall it felt pretty good.
And then you've been in this clubhouse for a couple of years, but what does Mauricio Dubon bring from a personality standpoint?
You know, he's awesome. I feel like he wears all different kinds of hats. You know, he's a great player, great teammate. You know, even away from the field, you know, just a great human being. You know, he brings a lot of life to the clubhouse, and you know, he's a special part of this team.
Pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves on the way.
You're in Braves country.
State your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair.
With liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me, so don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it. The fact that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's inside. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can
cannot be romantic about baseball.
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
people will come. There come caresses they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have, and the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Swung line drive left field. 1 run is in. Here comes Reed. He's looking right at the plate.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to 1 strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life pyramid. I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the Atlanta Braves are on the road again. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the Diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing right field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 home runs, 9 RBI, 7 stolen bases, batting .248. Drake Baldwin behind the plate, batting second. 7 home runs, 25 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .299. Ozzie Albies batting third, playing second. 7 home runs, a .320 clip, and at 20 RBIs to his name. Matt Olson batting cleanup and playing first. 10 home runs, 29 RBI, a .297 average. Michael Harris II, the designated hitter, is batting fifth. 7 home runs, 22 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .324. And Mauricio Dubon is in center field and batting sixth. 2 home runs, 18 RBI, a .281 average. Austin Riley batting seventh, playing third. 3 home runs, 18 RBI, batting .202. Michael Yastrzemski is batting eighth and in left field. A .204 average, 6 RBI, 1 stolen base. And Jorge Mateo is at short, batting ninth. 1 home run, 3 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .242. On the mound for your Atlanta Braves, it's Chris Sale Day. He's 5-1 with a shiny 2.31 ERA, 0.91 whip. 35 innings, 23 hits, 38 strikeouts, 9 walks, 5 home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with Brendan Bernardino. Brendan Bernardino is expected to be the opener, most likely. And we went over this on Braves Country Day. If you remember me telling you Dollander should be setting him up tonight, coming in as the swing man. Bernardino's 2-0 with a .71 ERA, 12 innings, 10 hits, 11 strikeouts, 3 walks, and no home runs served. Backing up the Rockies in the bottom of the first inning, batting leadoff and playing left, Jordan Beck. 1 home run, 8 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .161. Brendan Doyle is in center field, batting second. 1 home run, 3 RBI, 7 stolen bases, batting .224. Rumfield is batting third, playing first. 3 home runs, 17 RBI. Hunter Goodman batting cleanup behind the plate. 9 home runs, 15 RBI, a .257 average. Willie Castro is playing second tonight and batting fifth. 1 home run, 11 RBI, .235 average. Sullivan batting sixth, the designated hitter. A .289 average, 7 RBI. Karros is at third with 1 home run, 4 RBI, a .207 average. And Ezekiel Tovar is batting eighth and at short. A .197 average, 1 home run, 8 RBI. Johnston is in right field, batting ninth. He's got a .320 average, 2 home runs, 16 RBI. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate tonight, it's Chad Whitson. Your first base umpire, Bill Miller. Second base will be manned by Brian Walsh. And down the third base line, it's Chad Fairchild. Game time temperatures here in Denver, Colorado. 72 degrees with the wind blowing right to left at about 7 miles an hour. Your Atlanta Braves come in -219 on the money line. Colorado +187. The over-under is 10 to 10.5 depending on the book. Our pick to click tonight, we're going to go with, considering there's going to be a heavy-handed of right-handers on the mound tonight in all likelihood, we're going to go with the lefty. We'll take Michael Harris, the designated hitter, to click once again and hopefully come up with some of the dramatics he came up with last night. We'll take your Atlanta Braves to win one. Not a typical Colorado score. Give me Atlanta with Sale on the mound to win this 6-2.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. And if we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us.
Through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody! Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going.
we win one tomorrow.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the country club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the country club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves country. In between the first and second inning, we got something new tonight. I'm hoping Iron Lung is in the chat because we basically did it because of his suggestion I guess it's been about a week ago. When we asked everybody what's for dinner, he said we ought to be asking people what they should be drinking. So it's called What's on Tap. And we'll be doing that. We're aiming for in between first and second inning. I know a lot of y'all like to drink cold ones, but even if you're drinking soda, coffee, it doesn't matter, water. What's on tap? We'll hit that in between the first and second, assuming I remember. Well, we will do it tonight. Rosemary, good to see you, country club member. See Scooby and Velvet. Taylor Browning in the country club, good to see you. Daniel Barry, welcome into the club. We'll hit that here in a second, Daniel. Drip Tillman, country club member. See Tim also in here tonight. Everybody loves Raymond in the club. Oswaldo. The screen just jumped on me, so you have to bear with me for a second. Royal PETA. I don't know why it did that. Tom Fisher, live long. SSAJ in the club. Mark Ricky Ricardo, Lucy, he's home in the club. Black Star Card House in the club. I think we already hit Trillman, but good to see you. Yeah, George, that's one of those. George Rogers, best running back in South Carolina history. That's one of those, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Willis Mathis, what you talking about, Willis? Hope you're doing well today, Willis. Who else do we have in here tonight? Big Truck. SCE. We'll just call you 384. Oswaldo Perez. I'm pretty sure I got you, but just in case, good to see you, Oswaldo, as always. Gina. John Richards, that is. If we've missed anybody, jump into the chat. We'll say our hellos. We're going to take a really quick break, and then it's back to action. Pitch by pitch, play by play. Time to get yourself a cold one. Before we do that, let's go ahead and hit the sound bite for Daniel Barry. Welcome back to the club, sir.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Uber gobble, uber gobble, uber gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
George hitting his 10-month membership. Also, where do you hail from? Where are you listening from? Give us a shout. You don't have to give us your exact address. Just let us know where you're listening from. It's always good to know who's listening and where. We got the new Chris Sale emoji. Hopefully y'all like that. It's all based on his. I still don't know why, but his nickname is the Conductor, so we've always gone with it. So it's a choo-choo on a Braves train. So we'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country Radio. Let's get set.
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here. It can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family, maybe, that carries all the way through, from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another, all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
We are just about set. I had that in my mind backwards. I was thinking 8:15 because the Braves always do 15. So that video was not going to finish. So we'll go ahead and stop it. And as soon as the 3D kicks in, we will lift the curtain on it and we'll be ready to roll. Atlanta Braves are wearing their gray jerseys top to bottom, the road jerseys, Atlanta across the chest in red outlined in navy, tomahawk underneath as well, red and navy, striped in gold, blue ball cap, white A, representing the city of Atlanta. Colorado Rockies, thankfully, are wearing their home whites with the pinstripes. Those things last time were awful. That sherbet that went bad, hopefully they throw those in the can. Sun is starting to set behind the left field wall here in Colorado. The pitcher is not quite all the way into the shade, but pretty close. Shouldn't have a huge factor in the early going. The batter's eye might be affected a little bit. And the left-hander is set to start Bernardino. Like I said, the rumor has been that it's going to be Dollander after that, and he's the hard-throwing right-hander. We saw him as a rookie. He pitched very well against the Braves. Nobody really knew who he was at the time. Ronald Acuna Jr. coming to the plate. Bernardino is essentially being set to start the game against the left-handers that we keep at the top of the lineup. And then most likely Dollander, depending on how well Bernardino goes, will come in pretty quick after that. As soon as this 3D gets set, we will bring it in. And then the next goal after that is to line it up with the game that we're calling. So that's always takes a few pitches for those who might be new to this. Looks like we are good to go. We got the new show card at the end. Y'all might have just saw it for a second and accidentally hit it, but nonetheless. Ronald Acuna Jr. steps in, and yes, sir! It is baseball time in Braves country. First pitch on the way is a sinker off the plate. Called for a ball, it's 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. Acuna decked out in his yellow gear, top to bottom on the arms and on the leg. The 1-0 pitch. Turns and kicks outside wide. Ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. If you're watching along on Braves Vision, we keep both of them up. Braves Vision had the call wrong, but now they have fixed it. So it's a 2-0 count. Turns and kicks. Swing. Fouls it away. 2-1. Braves come in today 23-10, 11-4 on the road. Rockies 14-19 and 7-7 at home. The 2-1 pitch brings it right there for a strike sinker. Two count. Baldwin on deck. Infield. Playing back and to the right. The pitch on the way. Swing. Laces it towards right field. That's going to get down into the sunshine, and it'll be a leadoff single for your Atlanta Braves and Ronald Acuna Jr. Good piece of hitting there by Acuna to get things going here on a Saturday night in Braves country.
Bravo!
Bravo. Bravo.
First pitch to Drake Baldwin is below the knees, called for a ball. Goodman, the hind catcher, is going to challenge this, and he may win this. It's a very close pitch, but it looked like it may have grabbed the bottom of the zone. Here's the challenge. He did. So they'll keep both of their challenges. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Turns and fires. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into left field. Going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a-ding-dong, a 2-run shot. Pay dirt, baby. Here in Denver, Colorado, it's 2-0 Atlanta.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
The Drake is good. 384 happy feet over the left field wall here in Colorado. And the Braves jump out to a 2-0 lead. Holy smokes! First pitch to Ozzie Albies, takes a four-seam fastball in on the hands. Probably a pretty good take there by Ozzie. It's 0-1. 0-1. Turns and fires. Down and in. That ball almost got him. Just missed his back leg. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. The southpaw comes set. Winds up and delivers. Drops the curveball outside. 1-1. Or 2-1, excuse me. The 2-1 count. What you'll get from Bernardino today is the 2-1 pitch. Swing, laces it towards left center field. That's going to get down where the green grass grows into the sunshine, and Ozzie Albies turning first, heading to second. It's a no-out double. You almost want to say leadoff, but we led off with two runs. Still nobody out. And Ozzie rocking and rolling. Bernardino has a sinker 37% of the time, a curveball 26% of the time, changeup 18, cutter 18, changeup 10, four-seamer 9, and a slider at 1%. First pitch to Matt Olson is a cutter below the knees. It's 1-0. So he is what I like to call a true kitchen sinker. He'll throw the kitchen sink at you just to try to get you out. 1-0. Inside, almost gets him in the shirt. Ball bounces out of the glove of Goodman. 2-0. 2-0 count. The outfield for the Rockies, left to right. We normally do that after the first out, but maybe they'll never get us out. Beck, Doyle, and Johnston. And around the horn, third to first, Karros, Tovar. Castro goes from third to second tonight, and Rumfield's at first. Goodman behind the plate. And it's essentially a bullpen game on the mound with Bernardino leading it off. The 2-0s, a sinker right there at the knees, 2-1. Braves 2, Colorado nothing. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Atlanta if you're just joining us. The 2-1 pitch, swing, pops it back foul. 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Assuming Iron Lung's not in here right now. I feel like I would have seen him by now. Oh, there he is. Iron, I don't know when you slipped in here, but we got something for you in between the first and second inning. The 2-2. Inside. Just misses off the hands. Full count. The full count to Matty. Ozzie at second. We'll go ahead and pull the screen back so you can see any movement on the base paths. The payoff pitch. Brings it. Swing. Swats it high and deep down the left field line. Looks like it's going to bend foul into the seats. It will. We'll do it again, a full count. The sun is setting here out near the Rockies. And a good portion of the outfield is still in the bright sunshine. Very little small sliver on the right side of the infield still in the sun. The rest is in the shade. The 3-2. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into, well, not quite deep enough. I thought it was going to carry a little further. It will not. It'll be F8 in your scorecard, and Ozzie will hit the brakes at second, and there's one away. You know Harris and Olson are swinging the bat well against lefties and righties right now when they don't shy away from putting them back-to-back in the lineups. Because later in the game, you're talking about having Baldwin, Olson, and Harris, 3 of 4 batters. The pitch on the way goes to the backstop, and Ozzie's going to go ahead and head on down to third. And we got a runner at third with less than 2 outs. All right, wild pitch.
I feel the need for speed.
So now a 1-0 count to Harris, but basically at any point in the game, if it's in the balance, you're talking about 3 of 4 batters in the heart of the order batting lefty. The 1-0 swing pops it up. Back out towards the third base dugout. It'll get into the crowd about 2 or 3 rows behind the dugout. So 1-1 count. The 1-1. Winds and kicks. Right there at the knees. Good sinker. 1-2. On deck is Dubon, the right-hander. Riley as well is in the hole. Yaz, if we keep the line moving, batting on the left side. The 1-2 outside wide, 2-2. And then Jorge Mateo playing short from the right side. So a 2-2 count. Infield is in. Braves lead it 2-0. Anything lifted towards the outfield should score Ozzie with any kind of force. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sinker in on his hands. That was a filthy pitch from the left-hander. And it was in the zone for those of y'all who are wondering. he doesn't swing at that, he's going to be called out on strikes. He's got that left-handed release that basically is coming from the dugout as he sets up from the left side, and I think this is going to be it. I think Schaefer's coming to get him. Yep. So here we go. Dollander coming in like we talked about yesterday. The tough right-hander, and we'll be back in a flash. It's going to be up to Dubon to face the guy that going into his college year was projected to be drafted over Skeens. Go. There's Dollander coming to the hill. He'll fire the first pitch. It's a four-seam fastball, and he can bring it. It's 0-1. Dubon in the box. The 0-1 pitch. Tries to get him to chase a slider outside wide. 1-1. Braves 2, Rockies nothing. Runner at third, Ozzie Albies. There are 2 outs. The infield is playing back and to the left. You almost wonder why you play back with a guy that throws this hard. The 1-1 turns and kicks. Punches it over the first base dugout. 1-2. The 1-2 from Dollander. Brings it outside wide, 2-2. If Dubon can keep the line moving, Riley stands on deck. Dollander comes set. The 2-2 pitch. High and inside, almost went to the backstop. Good play by Goodman to keep that from going over the umpire's head. What you'll see from Dollander, if we get a chance to get into it, Chase Dollander. From Evans, Georgia, by the way. As Dubon steps out of the box for a second. The payoff pitch, swing, slaps it down the right field line. 100 miles an hour. Yep, he's bringing it. So if you're not familiar with Dollander, he is the real deal. He just happens to be in Colorado. Chase Dollander, University of Tennessee volunteer, 6'2", 219-pounder. The payoff pitch inside, ball 4. So Dubon does a great job of working himself aboard, gets the tough right-hander, and he'll head on down to first. Chase Dollander has a four-seamer that he leans on, and why not? It's a good one, 38% of the time. Sinker, 22% of the time, and a slider at 14% of the time. Changeup at 12 and a curveball at 8, sweeper at 5%. He used to throw a cutter, but he hasn't thrown it this year. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. First pitch to Riley is a slider, hanging about belt high. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. An 0-2 count. This is where the injury to Harris really hurt you, because he would be in center right now, and Dominic Smith would be in your order as the DH. The 0-2 brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, blew him away at the four-seam fastball, 100 miles an hour, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put 2 on the board. 2-0 Atlanta. We go to the bottom of the first.
Smoking meth and posting Bible quotes on Facebook does not make you a Methodist.
When I committed to Florida State, the things that happened to me and my family was unbelievable. Living in the state of Alabama, 35 minutes from Tuscaloosa. I mean, my mailbox getting beat down. Thank the Lord, Home Depot had these mailboxes you could stick in the ground. I still don't have grass that grows in my front yard at my hometown house. Somebody poisoned my grass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I smelled gasoline. Fans would send my grandmother hate mail. You going at grandma? Just because her grandson ain't going to Alabama?
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
With 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th inning, Derek Jeter came to bat.
Young Hun Kim trying to send this game to the 11th.
It was 4 minutes after midnight on November 1st.
Taking care of the first 2 here in the 10th. Jeter hits it into right. Back at the wall. Game over. Yankees win and the series is tied.
Welcome back, lefty-righty matchup. Chris Sale goes to the mound and fires the first pitch up to Jordan Beck. Beck will bounce it back to the mound. It's going to be an easy 1-3 putout to start the inning. Sale coming on with a 2.31 ERA to start the night, and opponent's batting average of 185. Left to right in the outfield, it's Yaz, Dubon, and Ronald Acuna Jr. Around the horn from third to first, Riley, Mateo, Ozzie, and Olsen. Drake is behind the plate, and of course Chris Sale is on the mound. First pitch is outside wide, four-seam fastball, it's 1-0. Same 2 teams back at it tomorrow, 3:10 first pitch. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, four-seamer. 1-1. One count. Brings it. Four-seam fastball out of the zone. 2-1. You went to bed early last night. You missed it. The Braves trailed 6-0. Came all the way back to win 8-6. In heart-stopping fashion, the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider out in front. So a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, rolls it. Foul behind him. We'll do it again. Chop Shop, I saw your Sabres won last night, advancing to the next round. That's about my extent of what's going on, the knowledge of that. I went to check out. I was like, you know what? I haven't watched any hockey in a while. Let me check it out. The 2-2. Inside, full count. So I get done with the game last night, and I saw that there was a game playing on the ESPN app. So I was like, what the hell? I'll flip it over there. The Las Vegas Knights, Golden Knights, I guess that they're called. And to my surprise, the payoff pitch. Swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Shallow center field, giving chase is Dubon. Making the sliding catch out there is Mauricio Dubon. What a play out there by Mauricio. One away. He had a long way to go and a short time to get there. He was eastbound and down. Makes the sliding catch in the sunshine.
Would you have any? But of course.
Give that man the utility gold glove again. Bucket, Dano. Anyways, I turned that ball game on. I was like, what the hell is a mammoth? They're playing the mammoth? Is the four-seam fastball below the knees? I want to know. And you can tell I only tune in to hockey nowadays during the playoffs. So I had to go look it up. I was like, where are the mammoth from? And I saw that they were in Utah, Salt Lake City. The 1-0 pitch. Right there for a strike, belt high, 1-1. And I remember after I saw it, I was like, man, I remember when they got that team, that was one of the names being rumored, but I never heard it actually officially put in. And so I didn't know exactly where they were. It was 1-1, inside 2-1. By the time I figured it out, the series was over. They were crushing the mammoth. The mammoth are extinct once again. 2-1 count. Brings it. Swing, slices it foul. JC, when you say that, you know what all I hear? Georgia's baseball and softball team won today. That's all I hear is ping, ping. That's all I hear when I hear college baseball talk. 2 outs. The 2-2 count. Brings it. Swing, fouls it away. We'll do it again. I have tried and tried to watch college baseball over the years, and I could never get into it. I'll actually more likely to watch a softball game than a college baseball game because it's a different sport. When you compare college baseball and professional baseball with just the equipment, it's mind-boggling. The 2-2, swing, hammers it down the line, foul, do it again. It used to be really bad. I remember back in the 90s when I was first watching as a kid, because my dad was a big fan, and you could check swing a ball over the right field fence with ease. But there's still, I'm still waiting for the day that they have to outlaw it because somebody gets seriously injured. The 2-2, swing, pops it up. High over on the third base side, Ryland giving chase in foul territory. It'll bend it in the crowd. But I get it why people like it. I can't get into it. It's beyond me. I will flip around from time to time and look at it and go, I should be interested in this, but it loses me. It's worse than trying to compare college football and pro football. You know, there is a huge difference. Is the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Chris Sale blows it right by him. 96 on the outer track, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the top of the first. Hopefully, Iron Lungs in here. This one's for you, bud.
Good afternoon, everybody. What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
About a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers, too?
How reckless of me.
I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things. You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
The Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch her.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a lemon drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Welcome back. Hopefully you all enjoy that. We're going to make that a part of the staple of our segments here. Usually somewhere around the first, second inning, because I want y'all to have a time to be able to get your feet under you. Plus, I have to be looking at lineups and stuff in that first inning. First pitch on the way to Mike Yastrzemski is a four-seam fastball. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. We're talking about what we're going to do, but we are going to develop an emoji specifically for that, but didn't have time today. Those videos take longer than you realize. The 0-1 right there smacks the black. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. I was joking with Kelly today. I was like, we're going to have some of these segments. So what am I going to do with all these commercial clips? The 0-2 pitch, inside, 1-2. One, two pitch, swing off the instep curveball. For those of y'all listening on external radio, we're on Braves Country Radio, YouTube, youtube.com/@BravesCountry, and some of these comments in the chat will send you. The 1-2, swing and a miss, four-string fastball, strike three, 100 miles an hour, and there's one away. Dollander, I mean, he's one of these guys, man, he can absolutely bring it. I know you're going to get someone comment at some point tonight, that Rockies making the Braves look silly. This kid Dollander is the real deal. First pitch to Mateo is a four-seamer down and away. It's 1-0. You wonder how long he'll stay in Colorado. There's no way he's going to agree to an extension, I wouldn't think, because it's darn near impossible to pitch there your entire career and be able to have any kind of. Is the 1-0 swing, fouls it away, it's 1-1. To pitch in Colorado your entire career and have any chance at like the Hall of Fame, it's just impossible. 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing, lifts it down the line, foul. Do it again. I swear. It's hard to concentrate on the game itself, some of y'all's comments. The 1-2, Dollander turns and brings it. Swing, lifts it. High into right center field. The ball's going to go up, up, up. Get up. It's going to bang off the wall, and Jorge Mateos got himself a 1-out double. That ball kept carrying here in this altitude. So runner at second, 1 out. We're back to the top of the order. Ronald Acuna Jr. coming to the plate. Braves lead it 2-0. Acuna, who's 1 for 1 on the day, came around to score on the Drake home run. First pitch on the way is sweeper outside wide. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. We'll pull the screen back with a man on. Pitch, swing, chopper, up through the middle, and that's going to send Mateo down to third. Acuna's limping. Acuna's limping really badly down the line. It is not good, whatever it is. We're going to try to put the screen, see if they'll follow him. Hamstring, I'd be willing to bet you. Left hamstring is what he grabbed at as he was running. So that's not what you want. Starting to hit a little better, and they're looking at him right now. He is out on the play, on the ground. Yeah, he is limping really badly. So, in all likelihood, IL incoming. I can't imagine this is something that he's going to be back the next day. But you never know. He is young and he is an athlete. It's not like when one of us stub our toe on the couch. Walking a little better right now, but walking and being able, and you've already got Harris, who has to DH because he can't play the field because of his quad. The only bright spot of anything is we should be getting Sean Murphy back pretty quickly. When we get out of Colorado, we may be able to get Harris into the outfield, and then you would have the double hammer of Murphy and Drake. And Murphy's starting to swing the bat a little better in his rehab stint. But Murphy should be eligible to come out very soon because you could only be down there for so long on the IL once your rehab starts. First pitch is down and in. Drake Baldwin. It's 1-0. I don't have it in front of me, but basically when we first looked at it, it lined up where next week is where he would have to come off the IL unless they have a setback and restart it. The 1-0 to Drake. Brings it. Change up right there on the outer edge. 1-1. Braves lead it 2-0. And of course, Ha-Seong Kim started his rehab assignment on Tuesday. So he should be ready in a couple of weeks. The 1-1 inside. Oh, that was a bad call. 1-2. Drake's not going to challenge it. I don't think he likes to challenge those pitches because here we go. We'll get it behind you now. You see where it landed at. The 1-2 outside wide, 2-2. I don't think he likes to challenge him as a batter because he likes to have him as a catcher. But he is such a talented hitter. Sometimes you just wish he would do it. Two count. Pitch on the way, swing, slaps it on the left side. That's going to get through for a base hit. And the Drake is at it again.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Rules, the Drake.
The Drake is good.
The Drake is good. If you're wondering what the Braves will do about Acuna, most likely what they'll do is put Eli White in right field, and then we'll await some kind of announcement. They're going to have to get on the horn and get somebody flown out that can play the outfield. And they've got a few guys they could lean on. We'll go over that in a second. First pitch on the way is off the plate. Slider called for a wide strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1, Braves lead it 3-0. Kicks and fires. Misses high. 1-1. If you're looking at guys on the 40-man roster, which is the key, is the 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Right now, technically, all of our outfielders are up. Now, you've got some options on the 40-man, but you'd be kind of pushing at the 1-2. Swing, slaps it back, foul, do it again. One-two count. As far as guys that can play outfield, a respectable outfield, I think they'd have to make a move. The 1-2. Outside wide, 2-2. Two count, runner at first. Braves lead it 3-0. Kicks and fires. High and inside, four-seamer. Full count, 100 miles an hour. That'll wake you up. Little chin music. Full count. Payoff pitch, swing, slaps it back, foul, do it again. The payoff pitch, swing and a missed, strike three, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put one more on the board. It's 3-0. We go to the bottom of the second. Chris Sale back to work.
You guys, I got on the scale this morning, and let me tell you, the armor of God is heavy. Isn't it great to know that he's always there?
I woke up today, I said, you know what, I'm gonna look cute. I'm gonna actually look like a girl. I'm gonna put some makeup on. I decided to straighten my hair. Outfit trash, but you know what, we did the makeup. Class is canceled. So you mean to tell me I fought for my life for this eyeliner for nobody to see it?
Hey, I don't know who I need to talk to in order to put this in action, but I think buying groceries with no food stamps should help boost your credit score.
What is a random baby name that you 100% will be naming your kid no matter what your spouse says?
I'm going to name him Wussel, so people think he has a speech impediment.
In Game 6, Randy Johnson came through again for Arizona, and they beat New York 15-2 in Phoenix. In Game 7, for the third time, Curt Schilling started for Arizona. Roger Clemens again pitched for New York.
Curt Schilling, who last night guaranteed a victory, saying we're going to win. The chance of a lifetime for Luis Gonzalez. 2-2, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded. Infield in, one out.
The one problem is Rivera throws inside the left-handers, and left-handers get a lot of broken bat hits into the shallow part of the outfield. That's the danger in bringing the infield in with a guy like Rivera on the mound.
There's just enough time in baseball to see tragedy or triumph headed your way. Season's over.
The Diamondbacks are world champions!
Welcome back. Eli White is in for Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch on the way from Chris Sale is a slider down and into Hunter Goodman. It's 0-1, so Eli will be in right field. Nothing else will change as of right now, the 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. That might put a monkey wrench into their plans tonight on how they were going to do the lineup later on. So now you lose a ton of depth off your bench. We've got Dominic Smith, Heim, and Farmer. Farmer's an infielder. Smith is a first baseman, but typically we only bring him in for designated hitting roles. And Heim, of course, is a catcher. I don't see them pinch hitting anybody for Michael Harris the way he's been swinging. So basically, if you go to bring Dominic Smith later as the 0-2 pitch, swing, chops it over to second. Ozzy's got it. Flips it to first, and there's one away. You're basically going to have to use two players for one move. They should have had a clubhouse meeting right after that in the dugout. Everybody bubble wrap everything. We can't get anybody else hurt. We need at least 24 hours. Sale against Castro now. First pitch, chops it down the line, foul. It's 0-1. The only bright side of an injury like that, and hopefully it's not long term, is that because the Braves have gotten off to such a great start, you're not as panicked as you would be like last year when we started off so terribly and you get an injury, you go, oh, it just keeps on coming. The 0-1. Swing, rolls it foul. It's 0-2. We'll go over your out-of-town scoreboard here in a second. We do have some good news in the National League for your Braves fans. 0-2 count. Sale, by the way, at 22 pitches, so he's very good on that end. Your out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. Games that are going on right now. The 0-2. Outside, high and wide, four-seam fastball, 1-2. Cardinals lead the Dodgers 3-0. Cardinals are red hot. They've won 5 in a row. Beat the Dodgers last night. Roki Sasaki was on the mound for the Dodgers tonight, and he's getting clubbed again. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 down. I think he might end up being a cautionary tale from some of the guys coming from Los Angeles because he wanted to go play with the Dodgers and go be a winner, et cetera, but you're also going to get pushed into action quicker. Look at a guy like Murakami who signed with the White Sox, and he's off to a great start, and he didn't have any pressure on him playing for the White Sox starting off his career in the major leagues. First pitch is a sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. They're in Detroit, Michigan, and the Tigers lead the Rangers 5-1. San Diego, California, Padres and White Sox, 0-0. The 0-1. Right there, P at the knee, sinker. It's 0-2. Later on tonight, you got the Mets at the Angels. They won the first game of that series, New York did. Tonight, it's a pretty good one if you're up late, catch the tail end of it. McLean versus Detmers. Royals and Mariners, 9:40 tonight, Lugo versus Hancock. And games that are in the books is the 0-2. Misses, four-seam fastball, 1-2. 97, just missed the edge. In the Bronx this afternoon, the Yankees pounded the Orioles 9-4. Weathers got his second win. Blue Jays all over the Twins 11-4. The 1-2 swing, chopper. Back up over the head of Sale, charging against Mateo. Fires it to first, and he had to throw it lean and mean, and a good play there by Olsen as well. You throw a ball that hard to someone that close, sometimes it handcuffs them, but the Braves get them. We'll be back in a flash, 3-0 your score.
What are you doing? Excuse me? Are you really drinking a beer before work? You damn right I'm having a beer. What? Have you been to that job? No. Have you dealt with them idiots all day? No. Let me do me. Thank you.
Don't put your mouth on something that somebody else might touch. not supposed to do that. Some germs are good for you. Lots of germs are bad.
Yeah, you're damn right I'm thick. Thick of not being appreciated.
I got a PSA, and this is for everybody that's already cutting their damn grass. Cause why is you cutting your grass? Huh? Well, listen here, damn it. I'm not doing it. I'm not cutting my grass. I don't care if it's 80 degrees and beautiful out here, you hear me? I don't care. Cause it was just 39 degrees this morning. I got on long sleeves. And I'm not cutting my grass.
When I said I like it rough, I did not mean my whole life, Jesus. I didn't. I didn't. Let's sit down and have a talk for just a minute, okay there, bud? Okay? No, this ain't gonna work, my boy.
The New York Yankees, the team much of America was rooting for, had lost. Several of their stars, including Tino Martinez and Scott Brocious, moved on or retired. It would be 8 years before they would win another championship.
It's just so sad saying goodbye to everybody. I went around the room and hugged everybody, and it was just a sad way to end our relationship, basically. Even though the memories were great, that night was about as sad as it gets.
Welcome back. Matt Olson will lead us off. First pitch swinging at the four-seamer from Dollander, and he chops it over to second. It's going to be a 4-3 put out, one away. They're going to give you the generic hamstring tightness. We'll find more out probably at the end of the game tonight, but just because of the way the roster is constructed, he may be heading to the 10-day IL. The good news is nowadays it's not 15 for batters, everyday players. The first pitch to Harris is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. But it would put him out of commission throughout the rest of this road trip. But hopefully it's just something that minor that he could be back quick. The 0-1 swing. Slaps it on the ground over to second. 4-3 on the put out. 2 down. Two down. Mauricio Dubon, who walked his first time up, takes the first pitch high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Dubon with the 7.72 OPS and a heck of a glove. The 1-0, down and away, ball 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Sinker, 2-1. Two-one, swung on, four-seam fastball, rifled into the seats, 2-2. Sean Murphy, by the way, today went 1 for 3 with an RBI down on the farm. Oof. Nacho Alvarez betting 215 on the year. The 2-2, outside, wide, 3-2. I like old Nacho. I hope he figures it out. Look at some of the guys down on the farm that they could come and bring up outfield-wise. I mean, they could get creative, but I'm talking about legitimate outfield solutions if Acuna indeed has to go to the IL. Ben Gamble is down there. Remember, he was fighting for a job this spring. Kiersey. Azakar, the payoff pitch, swing, pops it up. High into right field, fighting the sunshine in the right field corner is Johnston. He'll make the catch, F9, and that'll end the inning. Braves lead it 3-0. We go to the bottom of the third here in Denver.
Congratulations! You got on my nerves again today. Woo!
Okay, so here are 3 things that I think only America does. Now, the Red Cups are definitely an American thing. I've never ever seen them in the UK. I don't think they exist. When you're in America, they're in every bar, every home, every house party. They'll have Red Cups. Number 2, wearing footwear indoors. Now, I've been to a few American homes and they're completely fine with you wearing shoes inside. I don't know if this is just something in the UK we do, but we always take our shoes off before we enter the building. It surprises me every time. I mean, I still take my shoes off. It's just a habit. The last thing that I think only America does has to be taking your bank card from you. When you're paying for a meal, they will take your card away, run off somewhere in the back, put the price in, and then return with your card and a receipt. And you just kind of have to pray that they haven't added on an extra $100. We are taught back in England to never give your card to anyone. So this is something I think only America does.
Cheese dogs. Cheese dogs. That's what we have. You mean hot dogs? No, that's the one. What is a cheese dog? I've never heard of a cheese dog.
The greatest home run hitter of all time, Hank Aaron, opens trading today at the New York Stock Exchange. And the market promptly hits a home run for investors. The Dow now up 23% for the year. NASDAQ, with all its tech stocks, up an astonishing 71% for the year.
Chris Sale goes back to work. First pitch is a slider down and in for a strike to Karros, the third baseman, right-handed bat. It's 0-1. You probably got one there. That one looked a little down and in. The 0-1. Change up down and away, 1-1. Kyle Karros, 23-year-older, out of Los Angeles, California, 6'5", 225 pounds. The 1-1 swing chops it over towards left side, and that's going to get into the outfield down for a base hit. And it's the first hit of the night for the Colorado Rockies. So the perfecto is broken up. He is the son, by the way, of Eric Karros. I was wondering about that when I first saw his name today. If y'all remember Eric Karros. First pitch is a slider outside for a strike. It's 0-1. Eric Karros that played for the Dodgers in the 90s. I think he also played for the Cubs. I feel like he had a pit stop there. The 0-1, down and in. Did he go around? 1-1. He was broadcast. I don't know if he's still doing that or not. I haven't seen him in quite a while. 1-1 count. I almost want to say that at one point he was one of the voices on MLB The Show, like years ago. The 1-1 from Sale. Swing. Punches it over the first base dugout. It's 1-2. Eric Karros played his college ball at UCLA and was drafted by the Rockies in the 5th round in 2023. So they've got high expectations for him. 1-2 count. Four-seamer pops it back foul. We'll do it again. Braves 3, Rockies nothing. Bottom of the third inning. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Braves won the first game 8-6 last night. The 1-2 lifts it high into center field. Going back, chasing it. Slamming into the wall as Dubani makes an incredible catch Here comes the throw back into the infield, and Karras will run it back. And is Dubon okay? He hit that wall full speed. He appears to be okay. He might need some smelling salts, though. My word. We cannot take another injury out there. They'll have Kyle Farmer out there playing center field. And he slammed into that wall. I don't think he knew where the wall was. He caught it and looked, and just in the nick of the time, saw the wall, but he was going pretty much full speed when he hit it. I mean, I hate to say it, but sometimes you just, man, let the ball drop, don't get injured. We just got one heading off the field. The first pitch on the way, swing, pops it up high in the sky, and we'll see if Dubon's eyesight's okay because it's hit back to him again. He'll catch the one in the middle, and there's 2 down. He's still talking about it. I think he might have hit his lip or his tongue or something, and you can see him. He's still. Thank God there's not CTE check marks in Major League Baseball. They'd have him in the tent right now. Good to see you, Justin. First pitch is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. As soon as we know anything about Acuna, we'll let you know, but pretty much everybody's saying the same thing. The standard hamstring tightness left the game kind of thing. The 1-0. Swing, rips it into left field. It's down for a base hit. Yaz has to chase it into the corner up against the 345 sign. He'll fire it towards the infield. Here comes the runner. Throw to the plate, and he is safe. A head-first slide. Barely beats it in time, and it's going to be a 2-out triple. RBI triple. Just beat it in time. Weiss was thinking about challenging it, but he will not. It looked like he beat it. It's a pretty good relay by Yaz. He fired that ball from deep into left field, and it was a perfect strike from Mateo to home. I mean, if Karras isn't hitting on all cylinders, he's going to be out by an eyelash. First pitch is a four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour. It's 0-1. Braves 3, Rockies 1, runner at third, 2 outs. The 0-1. Fouls it down the right field line into the stands. Still quite a bit of sunshine there in the right field corner. It's 0-2. (0-2) count. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sale gets out of it with a 2-run lead. We'll go to the top of the 4th. Here in Braves country, leading 3-1.
I don't have no friends because I like to be in bed. I'm for the sheets, not the streets, baby.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, would you mind doing me a favor and putting on your mask? That'd be awesome, man.
Why are you in my car?
Are you an Uber?
No, but you're gonna go with me now.
No, wait a minute, Jesus!
Listen, if you and I are ever on the phone and you hear me say some dumb like, hey man, I'm gonna call you right back. When you hang up that phone, just go on about your day. Don't sit around holding your breath waiting on me to call you back, because you'll turn every color of the rainbow right before you meet your maker. I'm not playing. You think it's a game? The best time to call my phone is text message.
It's hard to compare errors now, but I also think that balls are go a little farther. I won't say juice. Most of the parks are smaller, but players today are bigger and stronger than before.
The ball may be juiced and some of the players may be juiced.
I was trying in a general sense to call attention to the fact that this stuff just doesn't make sense. And this was the part that I found especially galling. People throughout baseball who pride themselves on knowing the difference between the split second it took Bill Mazeroski to turn a double play as opposed to the average second baseman, who pride themselves on knowing when a guy's arm angle comes down ever so slightly because he's fatigued in the late innings, who notice if a guy has moved half a step in or half a step back at third base. They didn't notice a damn thing when guys showed up looking like they'd been inflated with bicycle pumps.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. You know, the thing about that bases clearing triple that was just hit against Sale is the first pitch on the way from Dollander's, a curveball in the dirt all the way to the backstop is 1-0. It was barely fair. In 29 of the other 30 stadiums, that's going to be a foul ball in the corner. But you got such a wide field here in Colorado. It's one of the reasons why they didn't feel good about Harris playing any outfield this weekend is the 1-0 outside wide 2-0. You can make a strong argument the next time you come around out here, and it won't be till next year, that it would be wise to carry an extra outfielder on your team just because of the wear and tear that it's going to put on them. The 2-0. Check swing. Riley takes it. Ball 3-0. So 3-0 count. Couple of the guys that you wonder, okay, there's not a big answer in the minor leagues right now if Acuna was out long term is the 3-0 pitch. High and out of the zone, ball 4, and Riley will head on down to first. Iron Lung, that's pretty funny. Major league outfielders that are still listed as unrestricted free agents. I think Max Kepler's still injured, so I don't think he's an option. As the first pitch on the way is a sinker right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. You got Jesse Winker, Hunter Renfroe, and Kevin Pillar. That's the list. And I'd say most of them are not in shape. So you'd either have to make a move, but you'd be trying to bubblegum it until the deadline if Acuna was out for a long term. The 0-2 count. Swing, pops it up. And can of corn over by third base. F5, one away. If Yastrzemski starts hitting well, like he's supposed to, like the back of his baseball card, it's not as big of a gap, but he has not hit well at all this year. Jorge Mateo has been a pleasant surprise. He's batting .265. First pitch is a sinker at the knees. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. He clubbed a double to right field his first time up. 1 for 1 on the day. 1-0. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. 1-1. By the way, Ha-Seong Kim is currently down in AA. Murphy at AAA. But the outfielders you have in AA, I mean, you're talking about Closey, Tristan English, Kevin Kilpatrick is the 1-1 pitch. Swing. That ball's going to get to the backstop. It's going to go all the way to the wall. And Riley's going to make it up to second base into scoring position. We might get that run back. Runner at second, 1 out. You got Ethan Workinger, Kevin Kilpatrick, Tristan English. Guys who can do double duty down there, Luke Waddell. But none of these guys are going to set your hair on fire. Pitch on the way, swing, chops it through the middle, and diving stop over there at short. Will they get him? No! Jorge Mateo beats it out with the hustle, and your Atlanta Braves have runners at the corners and 1 out. Great hustle by Mateo. just beat them by an eyelash. Rockies looked at it, but they don't want to challenge. First pitch to Eli White. He shows bunt. Ball down and away, pulls it back. It's 1-0. I mean, I'm all about creating runs, but let's not just... Because Riley was not coming down the line on that one. The 1-0. Riley is moving on this one, and it's going to be a good bunt. It's going to come to the first baseman. He throws, he loses the ball, and the Braves score, and it's 4-1 your Atlanta Braves. Good bunt there by the Book of Eli. Everybody will be safe, and the Braves have a 3-run lead.
Be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
So Drake Baldwin at the plate. First pitch swing, and he'll belt that into right field. That's going to get down where the green grass grows over the head of the right fielder, Johnston. And your Atlanta Braves, because of the hard hit ball over the head of the right fielder, we have taken a 5-1 lead, an RBI for the Drake. Great piece of hitting there by Drake Baldwin.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Mateo had to hold up for a second. He thought the ball might be caught. And a pretty good play by Johnson out there in right field. He got the ball back in very quickly. So runners at second and third and one out. The Braves lead at 5-1. Ozzie Albies the batter. First pitch on the way. Four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Ozzie putting some stickum on his bat handle. Lost the grip of that bat. The 0-1 count. Braves lead at 5-1. Appreciate you spending your Saturday night here in Braves country. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifts it, high, deep, go back, go back, go back. At the track, at the wall, making the catch in left field is Beck. But that will easily score the Book of Eli, and Ozzie Albies with a sac fly RBI, baby.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to Olsen. Pitch on the way. Called for a wide strike. The Rockies challenge. Or excuse me, they actually called that a ball. The Rockies challenge. It is a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Very shallow center field. Should be easily caught by Doyle. It is. And that'll end the inning. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Put 3 on the board. It's 6-1. Good guys. We go to the bottom of the fourth here in Coors Land.
Hey, could somebody explain to me why we can't even give away a used mattress, but we'll spend $300 a night to sleep on one at a hotel?
One of the things I really love about mine and my wife's relationship is the fact that she told me we ended up together because she manifested it. I love that, because nothing makes a fella feel better than knowing some she-shaman meddled with free will by means of witchcraft in order to find a mate. And unlike the rest of us, who have to attract people by earnestly flirting and by exercising, caution in order to suppress red flags, this witch lit a sage stick and prayed to Venus for my weenus. And so there I was, sitting at a bar with my plentiful 20s, completely oblivious to the fact that I'm about to be blindsided by a Bette Midler spell that some date snake conjured up by doing crystal math and some Drew's my boo voodoo. And so I love my wife, and she is my soulmate. But I'll never know if it's me saying that or if it's some lemur demon who's got a hold of my boy loins just making me move it.
As the memory of the crippling strike of 1994 faded away, baseball's popularity surged, but rumors and suspicions about performance-enhancing drugs kept surfacing. Over the years, a few sports writers and broadcasters had tried to call attention to steroids' infiltration of the national pastime, but nothing was done, and doping became an open secret in the game.
I don't think a bunch of owners or general managers got into a room and they said, we got a great thing going here. Turnstiles are humming, fans love it, let's not do anything. I think what happened was when they were clued enough into what was happening, it was already too late without really getting their hands very dirty. Cleaning it up meant taking down the biggest players in the game. And that was an undertaking they weren't going to touch until somebody made them touch it.
Welcome back. Your Atlanta Braves lead this one 6-1. And Chris Sale will go back to work. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging by the number 3 hitter Rumfield. And that'll be a slow roller over to Ozzie Albies. He'll flip it to Olsen, and there's one away. 1 up, 1 down. Hunter Goodman, the batter. Braves lead 6-1. Sale, by the way, 43 pitches so far. First pitch on the way is upstairs. Four-seam fastball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Turns and kicks. Changeup misses, ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Inside. 3-0. Thank you, Iron Lung.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us.
3-0.
Uber gobble. Uber gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept
high and outside, ball 4.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
So it's a 4-pitch walk by Chris Sale, 1 down. Willie Castro, the batter. Lefty-righty, first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball off the edge. It's 0-1. Four-seamer down and in. 1-1. Do we like Sale? Who the heck doesn't like Chris Sale? What? Blasphemy! The 1-1 pitch. Swing. Knocks it to the backstop. One and two. Braves lead by 5, 6 runs, 8 hits and no errors. Colorado 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. We're here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-2 to Sale. From Sale, excuse me. Slider down and away, 2-2. On deck is Sullivan. The designated hitter, Karros, is in the hole. The 2-2. Swing, fouls it away. Do it again. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to hit that button. Two count. Turns and brings it. Swing, pops it up. Out of play, first base side. The 2-2 from Sale. Knocks it back again. Castro making him work, if nothing else. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Chris Sale, by the way, 3rd on the list of most career active innings by current pitchers. Only Jose Quintana, who we saw last night with the Rockies, Scherzer, and Verlander. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Slider down and around on his heels, and there's 2 down. For Chris Sale, that is strikeout number 4. He's given up 1 walk and, of course, the 1 run. First pitch swinging by Sullivan, lefty. He'll drill that into the left field corner, just foul. That time did not stay in the confines here in Colorado. The 0-1 from Sale. Lefty. Pitch on the way. Swing. Check swing. Riley scoops it. Fires it to first. 5-3 on your putout. And that'll end the inning. Braves lead it 6-1. We go to the 5th. Time to take the 5th here in Braves country.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka. Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, I object anyway.
October 11th.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th. I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it. It's yours.
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them.
Guys tired?
Go get all the sleep I need when I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga.
Toga! Toga! Toga!
Welcome back. Michael Harris will lead us off. First pitch from Dollander is a sinker upstairs, misses high. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Turns and kicks. Four-seamer. 2-0. The 2-0 count. Braves lead it 6-1. Pitch on the way. Swing. That ball's ripped towards right field. Get up, get up. That's going to get over the head of the right fielder up against the wall near the 375 sign. And the ball gets down where the green grass grows. Michael Harris will cruise into second base. And it's a leadoff double for your Atlanta Braves.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
It's 6-1 your score. Mauricio Dubon on the 0-1 pitch. Swing, chops it over to third. They'll look back the runner, and that'll be a 5-3 put out. One down. That's one of those ones that you don't love because you would have liked to have pushed the runner over to third base. You don't want to pull that pitch. You want to push it over towards the right side of the infield. So Harris, who's at second, and remember, he's dealing with a quad issue. You could tell when he was pulling in there to second base, he's not running like the normal fever. If he was, he's probably standing at third. The pitch back to Riley is a changeup off the plate. It's 1-0. 1-0. Harris at second. Infield back into the left. Pitch. Swing and a miss, sinker. 1-1. Blowing it right by him. One count. Kicks and fires. Slider in the dirt. 2-1. It's about as large as we can make that because the problem that I noticed during one of the breaks is I can't change the view if it's any larger because we have to scroll up so high that I can't reach the button. The 2-1 swing blasted. High and deep. Get up! Get up! Get up! Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a ding dong! 2-run shot!
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
438 happy feet over the left field wall. And your Atlanta Braves put a snowman on the board. It's 8-1, son. That'll bring Yastrzemski to the plate as he trots around. Riley, that's got to feel good after the slump he's been in. Pitch to the Yaz is right there. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Now it's time to get the Yaz going. The 1-0. Brings it. Swing. Slices it towards left field. Drifting back just before the warning track. Making the catch is Jordan Beck. And there's 2 down. Two down, nobody on, 2 across. Braves lead at 8-1. Top of the 5th. The wind up the pitch. Check swing, slider. It's 0-1 to Mateo. Mateo's 2 for 2 on the day. Jorge Mateo. He's got a double, an infield single. The 0-1 swing and a miss. So until he scored 2 runs today, he's driven his batting average up to 286. The 0-2 count. Outside wide. 1-2. The 1-2. Dollander fires it down and away. 4-seam fastball. 2-2. 2-2 count from Dollander. He's at 76 pitches, by the way. They'll probably try to get one more inning out of him. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, chopper. Pitch on the way, sinker. Rolls it up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman of the Rockies. He'll fire it over to first. Castro will just get Mateo by about a quarter step, and that'll end the inning. Good hustle once again by Jorge. We'll be back in a flash. The Braves, Austin Riley going deep. 8-1 your score.
You know why no one's loyal and everybody talks? Because people need to get punched in the mouth again. It's crazy how a good punch to the mouth will adjust somebody's attitude.
Look at that baby there with all them big kids. Baby can't talk. Some babies can talk. Okay, up, come on, sit down. Okay, up, come on, sit down. Where did you learn that at? From school. From the TV too. Stand up, turn around, sit down. You learned that from school. Uh-huh, me too. Who told you that? Did the TV tell you that?
In May of 2002, Jose Canseco, who would later claim that without steroids, he would have never even made it to the major leagues, retired from baseball with 462 home runs. He told the press that 85% of major leaguers were taking steroids. There would be no baseball left, Canseco insisted, if we drug tested everyone. But hardly anyone took his claims seriously. Then, a few weeks later, Sports Illustrated published a cover story by Tom Verducci, which described players taking a wide range of performance-enhancing drugs. In the article, former Padres third baseman Ken Caminiti confessed that he had taken heavy doses of steroids for years, beginning in 1996, when he had been named the National League's most valuable player.
And what really, really struck me was, first of all, the responsibility that he took for his own career, but also the fact that he had no remorse whatsoever. And that's when it really hit home to me that it was so pervasive in the game that given the choice, he would do it again.
Chris Sale goes back to work. First pitch is a four-seam fastball to Karros. Fouls it back. It's 0-1. Braves lead at 8-1. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup misses the outer edge. 1-1. Same two teams tomorrow. 3:10 first pitch will come on the air. 2:30 to get you ready. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up. Pulling the string on that baby. 1-2. We'll get you a little closer now. See if they're doing. Colorado's been doing better with their batter's eye. Infield back into the left. The 1-2 to Karros. In the dirt, has to skip out of the way, almost gets him in the front of the foot. 2-2. Tomorrow, will be the 2026 debut of Spencer Strider. The 2-2 Sale kicks his blue shoes and flips a slider outside wide. Full count. Payoff pitch from Sale. 3-2. Sinker misses, ball 4. He'll head to first. Sale at only 63 pitches, 4 strikeouts on the day. Ezekiel Tovar. First pitch, down and in, 4-seam fastball, misses, it's 1-0. Outside wide changeup, 2-0. Ezekiel Tovar batting 195 on the year. The 2-0 misses, 3-0. The Sale's having a hard time finding the zone now. Braves lead at 8-1. But no lead is safe here at Coors Field. The 3-0 pitch. Oh, man, that looked like that hit the top of the zone. They're not going to challenge it. Ball 4, and he'll head to first. That might be because on a 3-0 count, what are you really gaining out of that challenge? It was so close. It was one of those ones that if it hit the zone, it was only about 20% of the ball, if that. So now coming to the plate is Johnston. Top of the order due up. Sale's got to bear down here after the quick mound visit by Drake Baldwin. He's at 67 pitches, so he's okay as far as that's concerned, but he's walked the first 2 batters. First pitch on the way is a sinker down and in. It's 1-0. Infield back into the right. The 1-0. Upstairs for a strike, 1-1. He's gone sinker, sinker. First one was down, second one was up. Beck is on deck. Doyle in the hole. 2 on, nobody out. Pitch on the way, swing, chops it over towards Ozzie. Ozzie shovels it to second, and they'll get the force at second base, but the 2 runners on the corners will be safe. So a fielder's choice, 4-6 on the putout, and runners at the corners with 1 out. Good play by Ozzie. Him and Mateo, the more they play together, they've good little combo as Dubon's been covering center field with the injury to Michael Harris. Infield back into the left, lefty-righty to Beck. The first pitch, swing and a miss from the leadoff hitter. It's 0-1. Beck 1 for 2 on the day. He doubled to left, scoring Karros. They did not give him credit for a triple. They gave him a double and an RBI, the 0-1. Swing, fouls it straight back. It's 0-2. Saying that he went to third on the throw. He was halfway there, though. I was watching it from the above view. He was halfway to the bag when the throw was unleashed. Not that it means a whole lot of hill beans there, but 0-2 count. Sale comes set, brings it. Caught, looking strike 3. Punched him out on the outer track. 2 down. Big strikeout there by Sale. 2 down. That'll be his 5th strikeout of the night. .73 pitches in, so he should be able to, assuming he gets out of this, he should be able to go out there for the 6th with no problem. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Right-handed batter Doyle standing in. The first pitch is a slider down in. Near his shoe tops, it's 1-0. 1-0. Sale brings it. Swing and a miss changeup. That thing was filthy. 1-1. It started about knee high, and just before it got to the plate, it fell off the table in the middle of Doyle's swing. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Right there at the knees. Changeup. That one did stay in the zone. 1-2. That's got to be driving Doyle nuts. He's like, that damn bitch. Sometimes it's in the zone, sometimes it's not. Either way, it's eating me up. The 1-2. Brings it. Outside wide, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Braves 8, Rockies 1. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Number 6 on the night for Chris Sale. And the Braves have an 8-1 lead. We go to the 6th here in Braves country on a Saturday night.
Diabolical. Call the police. This has got to be illegal. Listen, oatmeal, cereal, bacon and eggs, biscuits and gravy. These are breakfast foods, okay? Don't you ever hand me a hot dog at 6 o'clock in the morning talking about, you want breakfast? Because I will feed you a knuckle sandwich for your breakfast, okay? I will punch you in your chest.
For those out there that wanted to know, I'm going to go ahead and address that.
I'd love to hear it.
Tyler Matzik was throwing 1,000 miles an hour. He was throwing rise balls at 1,000, and he was throwing it right down the middle, and nobody could hit it.
Never seen it like that. It was unbelievable.
Look, listen, I tried, y'all.
I remember you struck out, you hit your bat.
Yeah, you know what's coming. Fastball. That's what it's doing. And he was letting that thing rip, man, and it was coming in hot.
You're a rapper. You're mediocre. You're nobody. Rappers are nobodies. You didn't know that? They don't write they You don't make your beat. You look at a phone.
They came to an agreement about a drug testing policy that had so many holes in it that there was no way a player, unless he is just dumb as a rock, was going to fail under the guidelines that they set forth.
And that's been the question. Is it possible to have a renaissance and a calamity at the same time? It all depends on what your barometer is. What is your measure? If your measure is money, and only money, then yeah, it was possible because people in this game made more money than ever. But if your barometer is something more than that, if your barometer is integrity, is in having people look at you and believing in your sport, not just going to the games, but believing in your sport, then it's not possible.
Oh, baby, 8-1 your score, top of the 6th inning. First pitch on the way to the Book of Eli is a strike. Sinker up top. It's 0-1. Eli in for the injured Ronald Acuna Jr. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. 1-1. Hope to get more news on that after the game. We will record the post game and play the audio for you tomorrow so you can hear everything, because I'm sure there'll be a lot to unpack there. The 1-1 pitch swing rolls it over towards short. 6-3. Eli out by about a step. One away. Eli, even when he doesn't look like he's running fast, he's just gliding across the ground. He looked like he was just up for a normal jog there, and he almost beat that thing out. Drake Baldwin, 3 for 3 on the night. First pitch, high and out of the zone, 1-0. Drake Baldwin is a triple away from the cycle, by the way. Homered in the first, singled in the center, in the second, and then doubled in the fourth. 1-0. Sinker, up top, 1-1. And this is a stadium where you start actually looking for the cycle because triples are real here because of the wide confines. The 1-1 pitch, swing, 1-2. Even Matt Olson is triple eligible here in this part. Infield back and to the right. The outfield deep and straight away. The 1-2. Inside. Bounces it to the back. 2-2. Chase Dollander, next Tennessee Volunteer, 85 pitches in. Someone gets a hold of this guy in a normal baseball park, they're going to have something special in their hand. The 2-2. Inside, almost gets him. Ball 3, 3-2. So a full count. You got to figure that Drake's going to have at least one more attempt at an at-bat in this game as we're in the 6th inning with 1 out. It'd be really cool to see him get the cycle. The payoff pitch, swing, punches it over the third base dugout. We'll do it again. Huge hole down the left field line. The payoff pitch. Just outside, sinker misses. Ball 4. Now they are going to challenge it. Colorado with both of their challenges still available. So we'll wait on that. And he will lose this challenge. So ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. They might have to come up with a new term for that. What? Because now he's walked with a home run, double, and single. If he gets the triple on that too. I'm sure somebody's come up with that term before. The first pitch on the way is a curveball off the edge. It's 0-1. Right-hander Tanner Gordon warming up in the Colorado Rockies bullpen. Looks like he just started warming up. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. Olsen on deck. Harris in the hole. Braves lead at 8-1, but you can never have too much insurance in Denver. The 1-1. Open stance from the left side for Ozzie. Pitch, swing, belts it. High and deep down the right field line. That's going to keep bending. Take a right turn at Albuquerque. 1-2. Drifts into the crowd. About parallel with the line, but nowhere near straight enough. The line of the foul pole, I should say. The 1-2 pitch, swing. Dribbles it up the middle. That ball's got eyes, and it's through for a base hit. Here comes Drake Baldwin. He'll make it to third. Does that count as a triple? We got runners on the corners and 1 out. Ozzie Albies, have yourself a day. He's 2 for 3.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
Matt Olson will come to the plate. Runners at the corners, 1 out. They're still working that kid up in the bullpen. Gordon doesn't appear to be ready. They're just trying to buy some time. Righty-lefty matchup. Matt Olson standing in. First pitch. Takes a changeup right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. Matt Olson has a look on his face. He leaned back and kind of had a grimace of why in the world did I not swing at that letter-high changeup. He would have plowed that ball into Arizona. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Dollander, pitch number 95. Swing! That ball's fouled back. Oh, is it going to stay in play? It will. Third base side. Foul territory over there by the tarps up against the rail. And there's 2 down. So runners at the corners now. And 2 outs. And MH2 digging in. He's 1 for 3 on the day with the double. First pitch on the way. Swing. Slices it foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Four-seamer, 0-2. The throw down to second base. They got Ozzie Albies caught with his hand in his cookie jar. I don't know if he had a very good jump on that. He'll be out. That'll end the inning. Braves lead at 8-1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Leading here in Colorado. Sale back on the bump when we return.
What's your country's biggest flex on the rest of the world?
Well, as Germans, we obviously have to say world
Cars.
Cars. Yep, cars, definitely.
Here are 5 classic Gen X moods everybody should know. I'm too old for this shit. I do not get paid enough for this shit. I do not have time for this shit. I am too sober for this shit. I am too tired for this shit.
Join the country club today. The first month is free. You'll have access to badges, one-of-a-kind emojis to display your Braves pride throughout the ball game. You'll also get instant access to our video drops, members-only chat, wallpapers, and more is on the way. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the country club today.
America, you have been gatekeeping something from me. Why? I'm a Brit in America, and there's one thing in America that is the best, and Americans don't speak about it, because you don't want to give it away. You want to gatekeep it. Crushed ice. Crushed ice is the greatest thing to come out of America since Dolly Parton. Crushed ice is straight from heaven. It has been dropped from the pearly gates. Crushed ice is life. It is life.
I think fans have been able to compartmentalize their disappointments and still enjoy it the way they used to. And I think we have built up the same sort of sieve for letting experience through that we have with real people in our real lives. We don't expect them to be saints, and we no longer expect our athletes to be. We expect them to be the same range of people that we see in the rest of our life. And I think that one of the reasons that baseball has not only not lost popularity, but gained it, is as its flaws become apparent, it actually gains depth and humanity, even as it loses its fairy tale mythic qualities.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Love
you. 8-1 your score. Chris Sale fires the first pitch, four-seam fastball to Rumfield. Lefty-lefty matchup. It's 0-1. Chris Sale with 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 hits, or 6 strikeouts, 2 hits, excuse me, through 5 innings. The 0-1 sinker misses 1-1. He's dropped his ERA to 2.25 on the year. The 1-1 pitch, swing, rips it back foul, 1-2. Hit your out-of-town scoreboard real quick. Dodgers did lose that game to the Cardinals. 3-2 is your final in St. Louis. They've lost the first 2 games of that series. Cardinals now at a 6-game winning streak. Astros over the Red Sox 6-3. Arrighetti was on the mound for Houston. Rays 5-1 over the Giants. That's a final in Tampa Bay. The 1-2. Check swing. It looked like he went around. He did strike 3. Went around on that slider, and there's one away. Strikeout number 7 for Sale. Tigers 5-1 winners over the Rangers. The Marlins blanked the Phillies, a one-hitter. 4-0 your final. So the winning streak in Philadelphia is over with as the 0-1 swing and a miss on the changeup. Pirates and Reds put up a football score today. Pittsburgh 17-7 over Cincinnati. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Brewers 4-1 winners over the Nationals. Some more good news. Cubs blanked the Diamondbacks 2-0. More cold temperatures there in Chicago. Yankees 9-4 over the Orioles. Blue Jays 11-4 over the Twins. Those are all finals. The 0-2 swing and a miss, changeup, strike 3. But Chris Sale, he's got a snowman of his own. 8th strikeout of the night. Games that are going on right now outside of the one here in Denver, Colorado. Angels have a 1-0 lead against the Mets early on. They're in the second in Los Angeles, or Anaheim, I guess. San Diego, California, the White Sox lead the Padres, the White Sox and Padres are scoreless in the 6th. They were threatening. The pitch on the way, swing. Chops it over towards second base. Ozzy's got it, and it's a 4-3 put out, and just like that, they go down. 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the 7th, leading by 7.
I'm 32 years old with a $300,000 net worth. That's really great. I'm 37, and I've got $22 in Kohl's cash. So, cool.
This is why so many owners of ball clubs are so freaking jealous right now of teams like the Braves. The Battery, which is basically the city they built around the new ballpark in Atlanta. So that area, not including the ballpark, made $59 million in revenue last year. 3rd largest revenue generating category for the team, and it grows on a 10% annual basis. And this is why most teams want to create real estate experiences where they can own essentially a small city, own all of the business around it, and really capitalize. For some people, moral of the story is the Braves are crushing it. For others, it's why you have jealous owners that are just sitting there and not necessarily spending on players because they're like, it's no fair. Look what the Braves are doing. They get to own a whole city, and I can't pull that off.
Armchair.
Y'all, I'm at the stage in parenthood where I finally understand why my parents were so upset when I didn't take that damn chicken out the freezer.
On February 23rd, 1960, a brass band played Auld Lang Syne, and 200 die-hard fans watched as a 2-ton wrecking ball, painted to resemble a baseball, began to demolish Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, home of the Dodgers from 1913 to 1957. Roy Campanella was given an urn filled with dirt from behind home plate, his home, for 10 years before a car accident ended his career.
Michael Harris II will lead us off. First pitch is a curveball from the new pitcher in Gordon. Tanner Gordon takes over for Dollander. Curveball smacks the edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at the four-seamer. It's 0-2. (0-2) count to Harris. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Brings it. Outside, misses 1-2. 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Colorado. Chris Sale has been Chris Sale light today as the 1-2 pitch swing. Pops it down the third base side, bounces it towards the dugout. We'll do it again. Ronald Acuna Jr. left with an injury to his left hamstring. They're calling it a possible strain as the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss changeup. Strike 3, 1 away. That was a filthy pitch. Had Harris out in front. Other things that you have missed. Drake Baldwin hit his 8th home run of the year. Riley hit his 4th. The Drake is a triple away from the cycle, and he will hit again before the end of this game. The first pitch is a 4-seam fastball. Misses outside for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 brings it. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into left field, but it's twisting back towards the left fielder. Making the catch out there is back. F7 in your scorecard, 2 down. Riley will come to the plate now. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Now batting .206. Kicks and fires. Slider misses high. 0-1. Spencer Strider returns tomorrow, 3:10 Eastern, here on Braves Country Radio. We'll come on the air at 2:30. The 0-1. Swing! And a miss. Might have gotten a piece of it. Came out of the glove of Goodman. 1-2. .0-2 count. Pitch in the dirt, changeup, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So the Braves go down quietly. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to get up and stretch, Braves country.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back.
Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
First pitch leading off with a swing and a rifle into right field. Be a leadoff single by Sullivan. And the Colorado Rockies to start the bottom of the 7th. What's everybody chewing on tonight? What's for dinner? What you eating? I had a BLT minus the L in the bread. So I was scrambling today. So basically, bacon and tomato slices. Pitches down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Big truck with pizza and homemade tater salad. Call me tater salad. The 1-0 swing. Fouls it back 1-1. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Outside wide, 2-1. Beef tips over rice for JC and some fresh veggies. Chop shop with the cowboy burger, barbecue sauce, onion rings. Oh, yeah, that'll clog up the arteries. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, misses, 3-1. D with the fried egg Sammy. Rich had the BLT for lunch today. I never tire of a BLT. It's one of my favorites. Chicken rice and Greek yogurt with the burrito. Greg, the 3-1. Four-seam fastball. Fouled back, full count. Coffee for PETA, vodka for Iron Lung. For some reason, Tim is chewing gum and eating at the same time. So what'll happen with that, and I only learned this because of the whole culinary school background, is the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's one away. If you ever tried to chew gum right after you ate, all the acids in your mouth will start breaking it down. So you can do it, but it won't turn out well in the end. Zaxby's and 7-7s from Max. Chicken wings and pizza from Ricky Ricardo, Mark. Buffalo wings and from Rosemary at the Lounge. The pitch on the way. The four-seam fastball is rifled foul, 95 mile an hour. 0-1. Chris Sale, by the way, 9 strikeouts now. Firehouse subs from Scott. Chicken wings and pizza from Mark. I think I already said that one. Fried pork chops from Galen. The 0-1. Outside wide four-seam fastball, 1-1. On the screen here. Can clean this up for a second. Let's get it behind the pitcher and get it reset. 1-1 count. Sale comes set. Turns and kicks. Fouls it away, 1-2. Barbecue chicken pizza with Card House, jerky and Funyuns from Angler. The 1-2 four-seam fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. See if we can get back behind the plate now. Sometimes it has to reset. Someone was asking what kind of view that was. You know what that is? That's that old school view. If any of y'all are old enough to remember this, in the 90s in the NFL when they thought they were breaking ground and they give you the view on the ground trying to follow the running back, and it was terrible. I want to say it was Fox. It might have been CBS that tried it. For about 2 years, they would do it off and on throughout a broadcast. I hated it. They finally got rid of it. It's going to be ABS challenge here. I mean, how was that not called a strike? Braves challenge it, and we get the challenge correct. Margaret's having pizza. The 0-1, check swing, four-seam fastball. Do you go around? It's 0-2. Nutter Butters and Cheesies from Sean. Sean didn't miss 420 if he's eating Nutter Butters and cheeses at the same time. Cheese sticks and pizza from Edward Spry. Good to see you, sir. The 0-2. Swing, fouls it back. Do it again. Almond chicken from Iron Lung. Mama seafood gumbo from Ladner. Fried bologna sandwich. Nothing wrong with that, Ashley. As the 0-2 fouls it back, we'll do it again. People sleep on it, but a fried bologna sandwich with a fried egg in the morning, man, that's good to eat, especially if you put some bacon on it. So an 0-2 count. Sale comes set. Swing and a miss, strike three. 11 punchies on the night for Sale, and we'll head to the 8th inning with an 8-1 lead. We'll be back in a flash.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
And losses become wins. You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink. When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody. Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next. You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you've probably seen double. I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Mike Yastrzemski leads us off a hard hit chopper to second base. It's going to be a 4-3 put out. 1 away. Gordon back out there for a second inning of work, by the way. They'll probably try to get this right-hander to finish the game for him. The pitch to Jorge Mateo is a changeup down and in. It's 1-0. Assuming this score holds, the big question is, can the Drake get the cycle? The 1-0. Swing blasted. Deep down the left field line. Stay fair, just foul. 1-1. That thing stays straight. It's going to be 9-1. Mateo, 2 for 3 on the day with a double and an infield single. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2. Eli White on deck. The 1-2 pitch. Caught looking strike 3, 4-seam fastball, punched him out on the outer track, and there's 2 down. Sale with 11 strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 3 walks. He'll drop his ERA to 2.14. You would think that's probably it for Sale. He's at 102 pitches. There's no need to rush him back out there for a game that's 8-1 as the pitch is a swing and a miss slider. So in one, the big question will be who is going to come in for Sale. The 0-1 down and away. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. This score holds. The Braves will continue their streak of not losing a series this year. The 1-1 rolls it over to third. That'll be a 5-3 putout, and they'll get Eli by just about a half step, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th, leading by 7, expecting those bullpen doors to open up.
Here are some fun facts that you may not know about St. Patrick's Day. Firstly, St. Patrick, our Irish patron saint, wasn't Irish. He was Welsh. As you all know, everybody wants to be Irish. Everybody wears green on St. Patrick's Day. We should actually be wearing blue. St. Patrick himself wore blue, but in around 1700s, people decided to turn it to green because of the clover. On average, Americans spend $5.9 billion on St. Patrick's weekend, just on alcohol. But in my beautiful little country of Ireland, up until 1970, St. Patrick's Day was considered a religious holiday where you couldn't actually drink. However, after a quick law change and Ireland suddenly realising that tourism would be much higher with alcohol, we soon changed that.
2 away for Mark Grace, up to 329 for the year now with 9 homers and 51 RBIs. Ball 1 to Grace. All the talk this year with Tony Gwynn and Larry Walker hovering around 400 all season long. Mark Grace has hit just under 400 the last month. 396 over the last 29 games. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seems like there are a lot of first basemen around now who are similar.
It's really kind of changed, hasn't it?
Yep. Line drive hitters.
Good pitch by Maddox, 1-2. Used to be every club had a first baseman that was big and bulky and hit the long ball. Now you've got a lot of hitters like Grace at that first base spot. Strike 3 call. Grace caught looking. That doesn't happen very often.
For 44 years, since Charles Hercules Ebbets had built his park on a garbage dump called Pigtown, Ebbets Field had united the hopes of the borough of Brooklyn and had been home to Wilbert Robinson and Dazzy Vance, Red Barber and Hilda Chester and the Dodger Symphony, Leo DeRocher and Pee Wee Reese and Duke Snyder, Larry McPhail and Branch Rickey and Jackie Robinson.
Welcome back. Dylan Lee will come on. First pitch on the way from Dylan is pitched down and away to Jordan Beck, the leadoff hitter for the Rockies. It's 1-0. It'll be the 1-2-3 hitters, Beck, Doyle, and Rumfield. Braves lead at 8-1, the 1-0. Swing, fouls it back. 1-1. 1-1 count. Dylan the 1-1 changeup misses. 2-1. 2-1 count. Swing. Bangs it back foul. 2-2. Lee last pitched on Wednesday. He went an inning and 2/3 there, so they had to give him a few days of rest. The 2-2 from Lee. Four-seam fastball, banged foul. Back behind the plate, 2-2. Dylan Lee, a 6'3", 214-pounder from California, drafted by the Marlins in 2016. The 2-2 swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that changeup out in front, and there's one away. 12th strikeout by the Braves pitching staff tonight. Dylan Lee played his college ball at Fresno State, drafted by the Marlins in 2016 in the 10th round. Did not make his major league debut till 2021 with the Braves. First pitch is a slider off the edge, out and away for a ball to Brenton Doyle. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing. Rolls it down the line, foul, 1-1. One pitch, swing and a miss, change up, 1-2. The 1-2 count, swing. Fouls it down the line, we'll do it again. Slider in the dirt from Lee on the 1-2. Now it's 2-2. Remember Dylan Lee, when we first saw him, most of us that remember him was coming into the NLCS against the Dodgers 2021. Where he kind of came out of nowhere as the 2-2 down and away. 3-2. He had a couple of showings late in the regular season, but most Braves fans remember him from when he showed up in the game against the Dodgers. Payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it over to second. Hard hit ball. 2-hopper into the glove of Ozzie. He'll flip it to first. 2 down. He went 2 innings against the Dodgers in that game in the NLCS. Gave up 1 run. And then in the World Series, he actually showed up twice against the Astros. In the postseason, he threw a combined 3 innings. First pitch swinging by Rumfield is a 4-seam fastball lifted high and deep into center field. Underneath it is Mauricio Dubon, and we'll head to the 9th inning, leading by 7. Trying to wrap this up. Will the Drake hit for the cycle?
What is a random baby name that you 100% will be naming your kid no matter what your spouse says?
I'm going to name him Wussel, so people think he has a speech impediment.
The old expression, rule of thumb, that has quite a dark origin actually. In the 1400s, it was legal in England to hit your wife with a stick, but the stick wasn't allowed to be thicker than your thumb. Hence the expression, rule of thumb.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
And that the Brooklyn Dodgers would up and leave to Los Angeles yet, which seemed like once you go to Borneo. You know, the only time I'd seen L.A. was Mickey Mouse Club would show, and Disneyland is under construction, and it looked like the Amazon. They're in the where'd they go? And it was, why here? So far away, and it was the mountaintop they're preparing for a ballpark on a mountaintop? No, in the city next to the dry cleaner, so you could talk about it when you pick up your suit that had a mustard stain from the game before. Where's the corner bar? Where's the arguments? You know, where's the trolley where's the subway? How do you get there? Where are they got palm trees? What's Cary Grant and Doris Day doing at a game? You know, where's Al Schmenglowitz, who should sit there? Where's the band? What's going to happen to that band that was in right field, that crazy band? You know, what's going to happen?
First pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin. It's a slider off the edge for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Baldwin a triple away from the cycle. He also has a walk. 4 RBI. 1-0. Four-seamer right down the pipe. It's 1-1. The 1-1 in the dirt. Curveball. Ball 2. 2-1. Drake 3 for 3 with 4 RBI, a home run and a run, a single, a double. The 2-1 hits him on the outer edge. 2-2. Mets and Angels are tied at 1 in the bottom of the 4th. The 2-1 pitch, or excuse me, 2-2 pitch. Inside ball 3, 3-2. Full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 4-seam fastball. Got him at the knees. And there's one away. So unless we bat around or something horrific happens and we go to extra innings, the bid for the cycle is over for the Drake. You kind of like to see them go ahead and put Jonah Heim behind the plate now in the 9th to give the Drake a break. First pitch to Ozzie. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Weiss spent the first good part of his career in Colorado after he came over from the Athletics as a player. As the 0-1 swing and a miss, chased the changeup off the edge. 0-2. So I do believe there's a part of Walt Weiss that never believes any game is over here in Colorado. We saw that last night, but it wasn't a full-blown collapse in one inning. The 0-2 drags it to first. Underhanded, scoops. 2 down. If you get a chance to give your catcher any time off, especially when we've got a day game tomorrow, it's 3 o'clock. 3:10 first pitch Eastern, but is the 4-seamer. Check swing, it's 0-1. Still a bit of a quick turnaround. The 0-1 peppers it down the first base line. It'll bounce foul. And the first base coach for the Atlanta Braves, Antoine Richards, will flip it into the stands for a souvenir. The 0-2 to Olsen. Just misses. 1-2. Good take by Olsen. That was close. Tomorrow it's Kyle Freeland, and he's a tough one. I mean, he's a tough left-hander. Drake will probably be the designated hitter tomorrow as the 1-2. Swing, slaps it. Third base side, rocketed past the tarps. Foul. We'll do it again. It's how they have been doing it. They've been, with the left-hander on the mound, they've been putting Jonah Heim behind the plate and Drake on the DH role as the 1-2 down and in. 2-2. It's a little different when you can't put Harris in the lineup in the outfield because of his injury. Now you're missing Acuna, so they may go a different route. The 2-2 down and in. 3-2. We might find out who they're bringing up if they are putting Acuna on the IL. If they do, we'll post it on the channel tonight. The payoff pitch, swing, blasted, high and deep. Get up, get up, get up. Good God Almighty, there's a party in here. She gone. solo shot, number 11 on the year for Matt Olson.
Hello from Plank Road Field. Smooth as it gets.
Ice House. Always smooth, never watered down.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
414 happy feet over the right field wall. His second of the series. Your Atlanta Braves have taken an 8-run lead. It's 9-1. First pitch, check swing to Dominic Smith, who is in the pinch hitting role tonight for Michael Harris. Down in for a ball, it's 1-0. I don't think anything happened with Harris. I think it's more of giving him some time off. Still battling that injury. 1-0 misses down and into it. Plus, you want to try to keep Dominic's bat sharp. I mean, he's been swinging a good bat this year, batting .338, only facing right-handers. The 2-0 just grabs the edge outside, 2-1. But he hasn't had a ton of at-bats recently because of all the injuries, mainly to Harris, who's been DHing in his place. The 2-1 swing, bangs the slider down the line, 2-2. Two count. The Braves lead 9-1. Rockies will have the middle of the order due up. Goodman leading off in their half of the ninth. Braves 3 defensive outs away from winning yet another series. The 2-2 swing, lifts it high and deep into center field, drifting back, making the running catch in center is Doyle, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put one more on the board. It's 9-1. Good guys. We go to the bottom of the ninth.
I'm holy enough to pray for you, baby, but I'm also hood enough to swing on you, so jot that down, all right? Okay.
Hey, Braves country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
I went to an Alcoholics Anonymous class last night, and Anonymous my ass. I knew everybody that was there.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Looking forward.
Now, one more time. What did you ask, Daddy?
In the 80s, did they have shoes?
Somebody come get this kid.
During the 1960s, the Cold War almost became nuclear war over missiles in Cuba, and the Beatles invaded the United States. Americans made it to Woodstock and to the moon. Americans fought in Vietnam and then went into the streets to stop that fighting. Winston Churchill and Ernest Hemingway and Rogers Hornsby died. Cal Ripken Jr. and Dwight Gooden and Roger Clemens were born. In the 1960s, the New York Yankees' dominance would finally end. The Los Angeles Dodgers would break all attendance records in their new home.
Welcome back. Hunter Stratton coming on for your Atlanta Braves to spell the ninth inning. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball off the plate to Hunter Goodman. So Hunter versus Hunter. It's 1-0. Goodman 0 for 2 on the day. The 1-0. Swing. Fouls it back, 1-1. 1-1 count. First time us seeing Mr. Goodman in a while, or Mr. Stratton in a while. The 1-1. Slider misses high. 2-1. Hunter Stratton, 6'4", 225-pounder, out of Bristol, Tennessee, God's country. Drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates out of Walters State Community College in Tennessee. I used to do play-by-play back in high school against Walters State. I know them well. The 2-2. Nine to 1 your score. Brings it. Swing. Punches it down the line. Foul. Four-seam fastball. Stratton coming set. The pitch. Swing. Pops it back. We'll do it again. We never did any away games, but I did the home games against Walters State. The 2-2. Pops it up. Riley giving chase over by the third base dugout, leaning in, and it'll just be past his glove. It'll fall near the camera well. We'll do it one more time. I don't think I realized at the time how far away they were. They're in Morristown, Tennessee. That's a pretty good little track. We were just outside Nashville. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away. One up, one down. First pitch swinging by Castro. That ball's rocketed off the mound. A high hopper over the glove of Mateo, who tried to stop it from going to the outfield. And it's a one-out single for the Colorado Rockies. Man, that ball was drilled. Hunter Stratton in 2025, for those of y'all who may have kind of checked out, he ended up pitching 16 1/3 for the Braves, 12 appearances, and ended up carrying a 2.2 ERA. He was released by the Pirates after 2 2/3 innings and giving up 7 earned runs. The Braves picked him up off the trash heap. They've been able to hold on to him as the pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-1. Sullivan, the batter. 1 for 3 on the day. The single to right his last time up. Righty lefty. The pitch from Stratton. Swing. Rolls it to second. It's going to be a 4-6-3 inning ending, game ending double play. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win.
Here's what you should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. Why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Whiskey for my head.
Across the road. He stepped out of range, got hit by a tree. He ain't no digging no more. No.
Braves win. 9-1. Whiskey for my men. Beer for my horses. Player of the game, that's got to go to Chris Sale. Chris Sale was absolutely dominant tonight. Chris Sale, 7 innings, 11 punchies, only 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run. He did walk 3. He'll improve to 6-1. But you got to give you tip of the cap to Drake Baldwin. Went 3 for 4. Fell a triple short of the cycle. He had 4 RBI. And your Atlanta Braves, 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for Colorado. And your Atlanta Braves will improve to 14 over 500, 24-10. Colorado drops to 14-20, and we'll try to warm up those brooms tomorrow. Go for the series sweep. Spencer Strider makes his 2026 debut for your Atlanta Braves. We'll see you tomorrow night. Y'all have a great one, Braves country. Go enjoy your Saturday night. 3:10 first pitch tomorrow. 2:30 we'll come on the air.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.